Hi guys, I'm Kate of Kate & Co. And this is our weekly segment of keeping you in the know. So I have a couple of little tricks that I think will be really satisfying for you and will give you a lot of bang for your buck. So this is kind of targeted towards my sellers of homes, but I think many of you will find some value in it as well. So one of the best things you can do if you're getting ready to sell is decluttering your home. And studies have been linked to say that if you declutter, you de-stress. And we all could use a little bit more of that. So make yourself a game plan. Put out 3 boxes, keep them in a place that you don't use as often, maybe your dining room, because most of us don't have time to sit down and dine together as much as we'd like. One is keep, one is give away, and one is, keep, give away, and throw away. And as soon as one of those is filled, it needs to go somewhere. So that leads to my next thing. Where do we put our keep boxes that we're packing? How about a storage unit? There are many of them in the area, and I'm here in the Upper Valley in Vermont and New Hampshire. And so there's many places that you can rent. Even one storage unit for a couple of months will only be a couple of $100s, and that is money well spent to be able to store the stuff that you don't need people seeing, that needs to go to your new house anyway, so might as well just get it out of the house. Yes, it means moving it twice, but it still is going to give you that best first impression. And that's what you get. When we are trying to get the buyers to get through the door, we need to give them that best first impression, and that's going to be in the photos. So the more you can declutter, the better off you'll be. So that's one trick. The other thing that's come up now, as I've noticed in my own home, and I've started to come up with some little remedies for that, is that it is farmer market season, and I love that. And we'll be doing plenty of segments at all of the farmers markets around the area. I know Lebanon opened last night. They're open on Thursday nights, and so that was awesome to see so many people out and about. So you probably brought home a lot of fruits and vegetables, so fresh, right from the ground, right to your counter. And so came the fruit flies, probably by the morning. So here's a few tricks. Try putting a basil plant out on your counter. Those little bugs don't like those really bright, fragrant smells, and basil is one that will naturally deter them. The other thing that I've been told is that if you put bay leaves around, and bay leaves, those, just that you can find in the jar at the grocery store, I've also been told that if you put them on the outside of like a sliding glass door, that will repel bugs from coming in. But speaking of that, doors and windows, here's another little one I love. You can put peppermint oil, lemongrass oil, or tea tree in just a few drops in a spray bottle, fill it with water, and you can spray around your outside of your doors, and that will repel the bugs from trying to get through. And for me, my slider is the biggest culprit for letting in the little bugs. So there you have it, a way to keep your house looking fresh all the time, because if you're having people go in and out or having an open house, the last thing you want are people swatting at little teeny flies in the kitchen. You want them seeing how great the countertops or your cabinetry is that you just freshened up. So there you have it, a couple of little tips and tricks that I could bring you after a very long week for myself. So excuse the fumble through this, but we're so glad that you tuned in. Make sure that you like our page, Kate & Co. And we will see you next week for another segment of Keeping You in the Know. Have a great weekend, everyone.